Welcome to episode 6 of Cut the TBR, the series where I'm trying to read half the books on my physical TBR in 2025. And today I'm going to be reading Shroud by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which is an arc that was sent by Book Break. This is a sci-fi, and it follows two humans after they crash land on the pitch-black moon Shroud. They have to try and survive and escape the hostile moon, however they are not alone down there in the dark. This was my first ever Adrian Tchaikovsky book, and he is a big name in the sci-fi space, so I was excited to read this. And from this book, I can tell he is clearly a very talented writer, and he excels at writing the intricate scientific details. It was very creative, and it felt like every detail and world-building element had been clearly thought through. It was such an interesting world. I will say, the pacing of this book was extremely slow, and as a result, it did feel like a slog to get through at times. The plot also did feel quite repetitive at certain points in the book, which didn't help the pacing issue. This is certainly not an entry-level sci-fi book, and not one I'd recommend unless you're a confident sci-fi reader. However, if you are, this is an extremely interesting world to dive into, and I definitely recommend giving it a go. As I said, this was my first Adrian Tchaikovsky book, but it certainly won't be my last, and I rated this 3.5 stars. So that's 6 books down, and many more to go to reach my goal.